In this video, we're going to talk about sequences. And sequences, very simply, or a sequence, is a list of numbers that follow a pattern. And an example that we have here is just the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, on and on and on and on and on. And obviously everyone knows what that sequence is. That's simply a sequence of all of the natural numbers, ascending natural numbers, or another way we have of putting it or explaining it is n plus 1. So the sequence is the ascending natural numbers. That's really the description. This is really the description of the sequence, ascending natural numbers. And this here is really the formula that allows you to calculate what the next value in that sequence is. Well, obviously we know that the next one after 11 is going to be 12, then 13, etc. But this n plus 1, if there weren't any straightforward description, would allow us to find out what the next value is. And the n simply is the place in that sequence. So the nth place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that n plus 1 then gives us the next value in the sequence. So we have n, which is this, plus 1 is going to be 12, and that gives us the next value in the sequence. Sometimes you may have a description, sometimes you may have a formula, sometimes you may have both, but there are times when you're going to have one or the other. There are times that you're going to have both, but you would still be expected to be able to figure out the sequence. For example, we have another sequence here, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, etc., etc. And if you look carefully and remembering back to the work we did on squares and cubes, you'll see that this is just the sequence of squares. Okay, so ascending squares. Squares. Okay, and so you could say that the way to find out the next one is going to be n plus 1 squared. So this is the first place. This is n equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this one, n plus 1 is 6. 6 squared is just 36. So n here is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 squared is 49. But we again knew this from ascending squares. Let's try a couple of more challenging examples. We have two here. Let's first look at example A. And in that one, you have the sequence 1, 3, 7, 15, 31, and 3 spaces after this. Pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. Okay, if you're getting stuck, I'll give you another hint. I'll give you the first of those blank spaces, and I'll tell you that that is going to be 63. Can you figure out what the other two are? Pause the video now and try it again. And then I'll give you the solution. Okay, well, I'm sure most of you would have gotten it, but if you haven't, let's just go through it. Well, really simply, if you look at from 1 to 3, this is just the same thing as 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Let's follow that same, or remember using the n terminology, this would be the same thing as just 2n plus 1. So let's, instead of n, this one is going to be 2 times 3 plus 1, 2 times 3 plus 1, 2 3s is 6, plus 1 is 7. 2 times 7 plus 1, 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1, 15. 2 times 15 is 30 plus 1, 31. 2 times 31 is 62 plus 1, 63. 2 times 63 is 126 plus 1, 127. 2 times 127 is 254 plus 1 is 255. So all you would do is multiply the term by 2, then add 1, and you get the next term. Okay, so pause the video again and try the next sequence. And if you're having trouble, I can tell you that the next one on this list is going to be 13. Try it yourself, pause the video and try it yourself. Okay, I'm sure by now most of you would have gotten it. What's the next one after this? Well, let's look at it carefully. We start out with 0, then we go to 1, and then we go to 1. Well, how do we do this? Well, let's assume that these first two are in place. Look at this. What if we add these two things together? 0 plus 1, 1. Now, what if we add these two things together? 1 plus 1, 2. What if we add these two things together? 1 plus 2, 3. These two things, 5. In other words, to get the next number in the sequence, you just add the last two numbers together. So for the next one after the 13, then you're just going to be adding 8 plus 13. 8 plus 13 is just 21. Then for the next one in the sequence, you're just going to be adding these two. 13 plus 21, 34. So those are just a couple of examples. You'll be getting a number of opportunities to try some for yourself. Good luck.